Yippee! Well, hello everyone. It's Grandpa Starshine here. Hi! Well, I'm here today to share some wonderful news with you all. Many of you have been so kind to add to our growing Starshine family, and every time we get a new member, it makes Grandpa shine even more. So I want to thank you all for doing so, and I'd also like to give some shout outs to you. We have Sandy from Left is Right Crochet, and her Starshine has a fun personality. We have La-Shon from Goins Creations, who added much style to her Starshine. We have Rell from the Dabbling Hook, who always does something special with her designs, so check that one out too. We have Angie from Loving Every Stitch by RubyBaby, who made her Starshine a brother. And we have Helen H, who allowed us to use her Ravelry picture. So let's go ahead and put that on the screen. Oh, isn't it wonderful? Look at all the fantastic details and amazing work she did. I really enjoyed the lace detail. It is so amazing. Helen, you did such a wonderful job, and I appreciate all of you for adding and making me shine just a little bit brighter. So those links for the channels will be down below, so please check all of their videos out. They did such a wonderful job, and Grandpa is so happy. Okay everyone, that's all I have for you today, but Distinctive Crochet wants to share her new podcast with you. So I'll say goodbye, but please stay tuned for her podcast, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye! Thanks, Grandpa Starshine. Hello, and welcome to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla, and I'd like to thank all my new subscribers for coming to check me out, and all my returning subscribers for spending some time with me. Okay, so if you like that production at the beginning, I got to give a special thank you to my sons, especially my younger one. He had a lot of help in getting me the background and a lot of different other things behind the scenes. So thank you to him for that, and I hope you guys really did enjoy it. Alright, and I also wanted to mention about the giveaway that I'm hosting right now. You guys have a few days to get in there. It ends on July 24th, which is Friday. So it ends on, I guess, Thursday, because I will be picking a winner Friday, July 24th. So I'll be picking the winner July 24th, okay? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link it down below. But there was a little bit of confusion about the prize, so I'll just go ahead and say really quick. The prize is not a finished item. I'm not sending out anything that I make, but I am going to be filming a tutorial for the winner, which will be based on a project that they specifically asked for. So I know sometimes you go onto YouTube and you search for a certain project and nothing turns up, and that's kind of what I was trying to go for. And I was just going to design it specific to them and what they were looking for. So that is the prize. My work and time in designing the project and filming the tutorial, and then I will send them the tutorial link. Also, I did forget to mention in the video, because I filmed that video a few times, so I mentioned it in all the other ones, but I forgot in the final one, that I'm going to give the link to them for 2 weeks exclusively, and then once they've had it for a couple weeks, I'll go ahead and release it on my channel as a tutorial for everyone to enjoy. So that's a bonus, and that'll be great for everybody as well. So that's about the giveaway that I have going on now. And like I said, I'll link the video down below in case you wanted to get in and enter if you haven't already. So today I'm wearing my Titan top. It's called the Titan top, and it's a pattern by Doris Chan, and it's from her convertible crochet book. And I will go ahead and link a video down below where I show this top as a finished item in case you were interested. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for that. I'm going to go ahead and slide in so you guys can hear me a little bit better and I can show you what I've been working on. Alright, here we go.
Alright everyone, and I'm back, and I just wanted to thank everyone who has been purchasing my patterns. I really appreciate it, so thank you so much. Alright, so the first thing I finished you guys already seen, and that is Grandpa Starshine. I had some of this yarn. I don't know if you guys can tell here. I might take a picture and put it on there. I don't know if you guys can see, but it is sparkly yarn. So I had this sparkly yarn. I was like, I want to Starshine that sparkle. So I went ahead and made him. So he is made from the Wool-E Stick and Quick. I don't know if you can see it better. You see a little bit of sparkle. So this is the colorway Mystical, and it is, let's see, super bulky number 6, and let's see, 79 acrylic, 20% wool, 1% other fiber, 92 yards, which is 84 meters, 5 ounces, 140 grams. And it says suggested hook size is a letter N 13, which is the 9mm. Okay, so I actually used a number 5mm hook to crochet this, so the stitches would be nice and tight. And instead of using the safety eyes, I just crochet some eyes and a smile. And guys, the thing that's really different about this guy is he's really firm, and that's because I stuffed him with something different. I stuffed him with okay, so not a couple weekends ago, I just had a lot of plastic bags laying around, and I was like, ugh. So to get rid of the plastic bags, I decided to make some plarn. So I'm sure you guys know that plarn is plastic yarn. You just make it from plastic bags. There's lots of videos on YouTube. I'm not sure. I looked them up a while ago before I even had a channel, so I can't remember which one it was that I saw how to do it. But if you just type in how to make plarn, P-L-A-R-N, plarn. If you look up how to make plarn, it'll come up. A bunch of videos will come up. So I made some plarn, and I'll see if I can put in a picture of the huge ball that I got. And with the scraps of plarn, I decided to stuff him. I was like, well, what I'm gonna do with this big bag of scraps? So when I made him up, I was like, I'm gonna try it. And I really like it as a stuffing. It's nice and firm, and it holds the shape really, really well. If you sell your toys, I'm not too sure about that, how your customers might feel about that, but this guy isn't going anywhere, so I was like, yes, I'm gonna do that. So I like it. So any toy I plan on keeping, if I have some scraps, I'm gonna go for it. But so that's the first thing I made, was him, and I have Starshine here so you guys can see the size comparison. So yeah, he's pretty big. So I really like how he turned out. Alright, so the next thing that I finished was the test pattern for KaylaCrochetLove, her Wally Wrap. And I did post my pictures on Ravelry last week, I think. So she has seen them already, and you guys just saw me working on it, but I'll show you the whole wrap here. So it was about 58 inches long and about 18 inches wide. So I really like how the pattern was written and just designed. I've never done a wrap before, so this was easy for me to follow, and I really like the results. I'm gonna just put it around. I'm gonna put in some pictures of me wearing it that I posted on Ravelry, but I think I would wear mine like this, and I put in a little button type thing where I can put it on like that and wear it as a wrap, because this part right here this more close, tighter stitching is giving me like a collar feel. So I was like, ooh, I like that. And then this part right here is just kind of like delicate and open and lacy. So it's really, really nice. So I'm excited to wearing that coming up as the weather cools down in the fall. But I'll throw in some pictures so you guys can see. Alright, so now that you've seen those pictures, I'll talk about the yarn I used. It was the Patton's Glam Stripes, and this is a number 3, I believe. Yes, a light 3. And she used, I believe, a fingering weight yarn for her pattern. And this is the color Rose Dawn, and it's, let's see, it's 200 something yarn. It's 85% acrylic, 15% polyester. I don't know why I can't find the yardage from where. Oh, okay. It's 261 yards, which is 239 meters. Yep. So that's the yarn that I used, and I think I used, I think I used 2, might have been 2.5 of these. I think it was 2.5. Yep, because I had one open from my Shall We Fudge It shawl, and then I think I used 2 whole of these. Yes, so about 2.5. Okay, so those were the things that I finished, and I will link I'll link her channel down below, and I also leave a link to her pattern on Ravelry in case you wanted to test it out. She is having it as a free test, sort of. So go ahead and check it out, and if you have any notes, she would appreciate that, and you could just send it to her on Ravelry. So I'll have that link down below. So the next thing, that's all the things I had finished, and the next thing that I'm working on is I'm working out of the Big Book of Knitted Monsters, and let me show you guys the pattern that I'm working on. This guy is called Tony, so he's really cute, and I'm working with the Burnett Sheepish stripes, and it is a 70% acrylic, 30% wool, 137 yards, which is 126 meters. And let me see, the color name is Green Neon-ish. So that's it there. And it has like, it's a roving yarn, and it kind of has colors twisted together. You can see that black and gray twisted together, and then it has like the black and green twisted together. So I'm really interested in seeing how this works up so far. And I did start the project, but I started on a size 4 needle, and it does mention that you should go down at least 2 to 3 hook size or needle sizes for the project from whatever yarn you decide to use, because you can use any yarn you want. Just go down a couple needle sizes to make sure you have a nice tight stitch. And I went with the 4, but it was too big and gappy, so I'll put in a picture of what it looked like before, and then I decided to go ahead and take it out, and so this is what it looks like now so far. So it's like working at the top of the circle, and the colors are working out pretty nice so far. You can see the striping in it. It's pretty cool. So I just started this. Yeah, I just started this yesterday, and that's the progress I got on it so far. So that's what I'm working on. And now I've been working on a really big project, and I'm super excited about this one. So, Angie from Loven Every Stitch by RubyBaby was encouraging her viewers to work on something that they haven't been used to working on, or something they've been wanting to work on and just haven't gotten to it. And I've been saying, since I've been wanting to knit, since I've learned to knit, actually it was the reason why I wanted to learn to knit, that I wanted to knit cables. So I've always wanted to knit cables, and for 3 years I have not. But she said that, and I was like, I need to get on it, because I've been saying it for a long time, and I made it like a goal last year and I didn't get to it. I had put knit socks and knit cables on my goal list last year. I got the socks, didn't get the cables, so I was like, well, I'll get it this year. And this year's, although it's been the kind of year it has been, it's been going kind of fast for me. So I'm like, wow, am I gonna get to it? So I went looking through some patterns, and then I found something that I really liked, but I was a little bit nervous about it. And then I was watching the Yarn Curator. Her name is Naomi. So she does a lot of knit projects. If you guys haven't checked her out, go check her out. She always is working on some really awesome knit projects. So I had just mentioned her. She was talking about a tunic, and I was making, something similar to what I was making. And I was like, well, what do you think? Should I go for it? And she was like, go for it. You can do it. She was saying, like, a lot of times knit projects seem harder than what they are. And I agree, because now that I've been working on it, I can do it. All right, guys. So I'm just going to show you my progress, and then I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so let me start at the bottom. Oh, I got to turn it the right way first. Oh, but I have been using my project bag. I got all the yarns in here. Oh yeah, let me tell you about this yarn. This is the Burnett Beyond, and it is 85% acrylic, 15% nylon, and it's 80 yards, which is 73 meters. This color is the color brown. It's a number 6 bulky. And I like this yarn so much. It is really, really soft, and it feels not like slick, but just kind of really smooth, and it's like a little bit shiny. But to me, you guys are probably not gonna be able to see this, but you can see all these little threads, and so there's like, let me see. Each thread looks like its own fingering weight yarn. Like if I untwisted this, 2, 4, 6, there's 8 of them. So I guess they would call this an 8-ply yarn, I'm not sure. But there's like 8 strands of fingering weight yarn twisted together to make this. So I thought that was interesting. But I've been enjoying working with it. So I have that color, and I'm also using the color pumpkin, and I'm also using the color sand dune, which is the variegated. So I like this yarn. I'm excited. Oh, hold on, it's still attached. I think I need that. Okay, so let me show you guys what I've been working on. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, some ribbing. So that's the little color splash I did. I didn't know if I would have enough of that brown to do the whole thing, so I just did some of the ribbing with the colors, and I plan on working it back into the project as well at the top. Ah! I did some cables, y'all. Look at that. I'm so excited. Look at my cables. Wowzer. So I'm really excited about this one, guys. This is only my 3rd knit garment. So I made my knit sweater, and I made that tank top that I just did. And then this is my third one. I made a knit poncho, but it's not like, you know, with a lot of shaping and stuff in it. So this is, where am I? Okay. This right here is like the neck ribbing, or I'll show you guys a picture in a minute. But this is the sleeve. So, I was a little bit confused on the pattern just because of how they worded it. They said bind off a certain amount of stitches once, and then right after that bind off those stitches once. They have another section of stitches they want you to bind off once, and then another section to bind off once. And it's like, so do I bind them off all in the same, you know, all at the same time, or do I bind it off, cut my yarn, attach the yarn, bind those off, cut the yarn, attach the yarn, and bind those off? Like, I'm like, I don't know. But I did ask Kim, the Crafty Nomad, and she gave me some tips, so I'm gonna go check those out probably a little later today. And then when I come back to show you my progress, or the finished item, hopefully, I'll let you know more about that. But let me show you guys what the pattern looks like. So I'm working out of this Classic Elite booklet here. I purchased this at a place called DBNY, which is no longer open. I purchased a lot of books and magazines from them, and they had like a bunch of these leaflets or booklets from the yarn companies. And so here are some of the other projects on the back. I don't know if you guys can see those too well, but let me see if there's another picture in here. Yeah, so here's another picture of it. So it's a really long tunic with the cabling in the front. There's no cabling in the back, so I got the hardest part done. So I'm on this side here, and then the next part is to go that way. Go on that side. So once I get that bind off section worked out, but if I can't find a specific thing, I'm just gonna bind them all off. That's the plan. But anyway, I thought this one was really pretty too, so I might think about working that up next. You can't really see too well here, but there's like a lace and cable detail, but the rest of it is pretty simple after you get through that part. So I really like that too. I'm excited. I am so excited about this one. So that's my progress on that, and I think that's about it. I did want to let you guys know that I do have I have been working on the shawl from my Shawl We Fudge It. I have been working on a pattern for that. I kept saying pattern in the video. I was like, oh, should I make a pattern for this? Should I write it up as a pattern? But I meant to say tutorial, but a lot of you guys was like, yeah, write the pattern or get the pattern. So I'll probably I'll probably have the tutorial and pattern coming out. The pattern may take a little bit longer, so I'm not sure if I want to have people test it or not, or just kind of release it. So I'm not sure about that. I did make a bunch of different like starts to the shawl, and then I would tear it out and come up with something else, and then I just kept going. Oh, I made about like 10 or more different, like beginnings of the shawl is what I'm trying to say, where I can go back and then repeat those rows that I had started with. But I didn't like them how they were coming out. Shawls are, I've only done a few shawls, so to make a pattern wasn't the fastest thing to come to me. So it took me a little bit more time, and I'm still working on it. As of Sunday, I was getting ready to go ahead and film the tutorial, and as soon as I got ready to film it, I was like, nope, I don't like it, and I started another one. However, I did finish that one yesterday, and I ended up blocking it out. I'm not showing you guys because there was something about that I didn't like, and I want to see if I can fix it. But I have started filming the tutorial for that while I'm working on, seeing if it works out and fixes itself. That way I can have it, the tutorial filmed and that problem worked out at the same time. So I'm hoping to continue to work on that and get that done pretty soon. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and sorry for missing last week, but I had some things going on, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you in the next one, guys, and don't forget on Friday, be looking out for that the winner announcement for the giveaway. All right, guys, thank you again for watching, for giving me those thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.